Hey folks, I got one more thought I wanted to share with you. I kind of missed it in the first one that I put up, and that is this. I had done videos all the way through our trip, and one of those things that we did, T and I did a lot of recording while we were riding down the road, and every city that we went through, we waved out and said hi to all the folks that we know in each of those cities. So when we went through Memphis, we said hi so and so, so and so, and we got to went through Nashville, we said hi so and so, and we did that kind of thing. And I ended up stopping and meeting up with Chip, and even did a little video with him, and I went through and I edited it again. Like I said, with all of these videos that I did of seeing my kids and whatnot, it was also one of those that I kind of just didn't feel right about putting up, simply because on that video, well, the video was really poor. We're in the truck. The camera that I had was, and it was at night, bad lighting, bad sound. It was not a good video. Hopefully this one will be better because of the fan being on the inverter. But anyway, the point is this: I scratched uploading that video because it really wasn't complete. And let me explain. There were some individuals that I met along the way, and there were supposed to be some folks that I was going to stop by and visit with on the way back. A few people that we were going to look at. One I was going to stay with there in the hills of Tennessee, because I was going to break up that long trip. Unfortunately, that storm that we had, beginning of this week, not this one that you see me walking around out this morning in, this little inch, but the storm that came through and dumped a fair sizable amount of snow up and down the Appalachia. It kind of pushed me to come back early, so I cut my trip back by 2 days. I left 2 days earlier than I wanted to, and it kind of sucks, which meant the stop I wanted to make to visit folks in Tennessee didn't happen. So we ended up leaving, essentially leaving Friday night. I was planning on staying Saturday night and Sunday night, and that Friday night and Saturday night, and I was going to leave Sunday morning and get back here Monday. That didn't happen. I pushed to get out of there by right after so my family, my kids, as I was explaining to you in the last video, we got together, and I had all three of my children and all the grandchildren, and we went out to a dinner at a Japanese steakhouse, and the kids had never been there, and well, one of my children had never been to, I think one of them, who was it that had never been there? Katie had, but
I think
Carrie hadn't.
Yeah, I think so.
But Jesse had.
I think so.
So, my own children, not all of them, had an opportunity to eat at a Japanese steakhouse, and none of the grandchildren. And you know how much of a fun show it can be if you get a good cook. Well, I left right after, or T and I left right after dinner, and we started hitting it, and we were like on 81 heading south by 9 o'clock at night, and we tag teamed it to get back here as fast as we could, and we actually arrived back here at the homestead 15 hours later, with Saturday afternoon, with the rain changing over to snow before we finally got the snow that we got, which was close to 3 inches. Long story short, I wanted to include a lot of you into that because there's so many of you that we've developed relationships with over the years, and it didn't work out. And I am determined that I want to go back and see my kids and my grandkids again maybe when it gets a little warmer, spring or summertime, if situation can present itself, if the currency units and the coverage of homesteading things could occur, I'd like to do that again. In which case, I'm asking you a question to see as many of you. If it were available, would you be interested in doing some more actual meetups? Because there's a handful of people that are in the Nashville area. One of my community members is in the Nashville area. There's some other folks in the Nashville area. And I can go down a list of 20 to 30 names just in Tennessee and potentially in Virginia as well that we set it up, because we've got also our friends up in West Virginia and that could potentially do a quick ride down to visit us. We got a bunch of folks that we know close to that trip. There are some other channels and folks that are doing road trips. They sound like fun. I'd like to consider it. So my question to you is, if I could set it up, would you actually absolutely want to set up a meeting? I know some of you would definitely say yes, but I want to see how many, where, and do we actually schedule some stops along the way where we're, oops, stay, don't move. Computer wanted to jump off the table. So if you wanted to do some stops where I could say, okay, I'm going to be here from this time to this time. I tried it before, but I did it on a off-the-cuff thing out in Memphis, and there wasn't enough notice, and there wasn't enough time, and I disappointed some of you, and that's my bad, and I'm sorry, and I want to be with you guys when we get a chance, because weird things happen when you meet folks, like when we met Chip, and Chip looks up and said, I didn't think you were that tall. I looked down at him. I said, I didn't think you were that short. It was funny. But that's the way it works, you know. This is why I don't like the computers as much as I do like real meeting people face to face, because it's just not real until you do that. Again, go to the do that homework assignment I suggested in the first video that Mark touches on a few points about that in it. And so what do you think? You tell me. All right, that's not working. Unplug. You tell me what you think. You know, the major cities could be, would be the Memphis. Some of you that are maybe down in Alabama, I know I got some friends down that way. Mobile Bay, buddy down there. I got some folks all around that we could actually maybe consider taking a couple-hour diversion, but the main ones would be Memphis, Nashville, Knoxville, then up into the Roanoke area and that kind of thing. And since that one right there has never been to the beach, I'd like to see her wiggle her toes in the Virginia Beach sand. And this is all, barring that we have reasonable conditions. We've all been very concerned about the conditions that are around us, whether it would be even safe to do this, I don't know. That's my question. Would you come out of your homes in the battles of civil unrest to go, hey, and give hugs and meet and that kind of thing? You let me know. Tell me in the comments, and let's see what can maybe happen come summertime. I don't know. We'll catch you then. Catch you later anyway. Take care. Bye-bye.